Hello YouTube, Happy New Year. It's Chris from Wazo Briars. It's my first post for a number of weeks for various reasons. I hope everyone's okay. I have been keeping up watching everyone's videos and things. Um, but my life went off the rails for a couple of weeks. So not massively, but I I work in a restaurant. I'm a chef. It's my main source of income, and obviously through the Christmas and New Year period, things go a bit haywire. Especially because I work in a sort of a tourist town. So so that I was expecting to take a week off from the pipes for that, and get straight back into it. But unfortunately, I caught Omicron, so I had to stay in my new little chalet for 10 days. It wasn't just me; it was everyone at work caught it. It's unbelievably what's the word? Very easy to catch. Unbelievable. So luckily, I wasn't too ill. So nothing to worry about there. Just a bit of it felt like a bit of a head cold, and I was tired. I was extremely tired, low energy, but I didn't feel ill. And if we weren't isolated, I could have quite happily gone into work and done the do. But you've got to toe the line, unfortunately, don't you? So anyway, that's that. Excuse me. So not a lot of pipe making has been going on because my workshop is on the other side of the valley, sort of 25 minutes drive, and I've been champing at the bit to get in. Obviously, like with commissions and things, I've had to let people know what's going on with me, and they've all been brilliant. So big shout out and thank you to everyone who's been understanding, who's been waiting. But I finished my first pipe of the year, which is for a chap named James, which is one of my church wardens, slightly different take on the trumpet shape that I do. Excuse me, and really enjoyed finally getting into it. I mean, all in all, this pipe's taken sort of 3 or 4 weeks. I was waiting for the briar to arrive. The stuck in the post. Then Christmas and New Year, and then COVID. So James, particularly, thank you. You've been very understanding, and here is your pipe. So it's with the chocolate and ivory eldritch resin. And it's the trumpet shape, and why it's different is very small, but to me it's a big thing. I've kind of refined the bottom line here. So before, when I was doing this shape, it was kind of coming out this way, stopping and going up at more of an angle, and I've tried more of a curve here, and I think I like it. I think I like where the base of the bowl ends up. Super clean block with a lovely grain. So this one had to be a natural on the sides, which is what James wanted, thankfully. So so we're all good there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to him receiving this pipe. You can see the plateau. It's quite an open plateau. This batch of Mano Briar that I got, it's kind of interesting because it seems like it's a really open grain, which makes you think that you're gonna, because of the openness of the plateau, it's not all tight. It's kind of open and craggy and lots of character, and so you kind of expect that at some point when you're shaping, you might lose some of the straight grain as it opens out, but actually it stays nice and tight. Interesting stuff. Really nice briar. So there we go. So that'll be winging its way off to James. And I'm currently working on 2 other pipes One of these trumpets, a guy in the States, Jay, has asked for a straight version, so I'm getting my head around that with the design. I've cut the stem, rough cut the stem at the minute, and sort of figuring out on a block how I'm going to orientate that to incorporate the straight stem and shank, and also a panel prints for a guy in the UK, which I kind of got into before Christmas, but I did have a block that had a couple of inclusions that were just no good for the pipe I was trying to make, so had to restart that again. So again, at the minute, just two stems roughed out, and I'm working on the briar. So I'm going to give myself a day off today. I've got a friend coming round, the other chef from work, so we're going to have a bit of a knees up because we're both missing a bit of social after the COVID. So I thought it'd be nice if he came round and had a drink and something to eat, and we can relax and chat about things other than work. So really looking forward to that. I've been trying a new to me tobacco. I love Germain's tobaccos. I haven't tried them all, but more often than not, they are a real hit with me. They're just difficult to get hold of, aren't they? So my number one favourite is the Special Latakia Flake, and also same blend in a different format, the King Charles mixture. Really nice. And then second, a very close second, probably equal, given that they're different types of tobaccos, is the medium flake. Absolutely adore it. It's just, there's something about it. It's just one of those tobaccos for me that I taste it and I don't want to try another Virginia. I'd put it that way. So those are my two number ones, and then the 1820 flake that everyone sort of raves about. Yeah, tasty, but it falls to bits, and having Scottish blood, I kind of get annoyed when there's a load of crumbs left out of my 50 grams that I've paid for. But I guess it's the nature of the beast. It probably wouldn't taste how it tastes if it didn't have that sort of characteristic to it, because it's kind of the moistness comes across in the flavour, doesn't it? So and I guess there's some kind of fermentation goes on there or something that makes it like that. And so one that I've always wanted to try and never really got round to it. It's hardly ever available for some reason. I always struggle, when I'm looking at buying some Germains. This one is never available. So I thought, well, this must be the one then. Obviously, everyone likes their rich dark flake. Me, I struggled to understand rich dark flake because it's really nice, but I don't understand. It's just my palate hate, but I just don't understand why everyone raves about it. I think there's nicer tobaccos out there, although it's great. It's a good tobacco. So it was this one that I got, and I managed to get hold of 3 tins, and I can't decide about it. It's it's really nice. I mean, it's got this, and it's, the descriptions are unclear. Whenever I try to find out about it, it says it's a cold pressed fermented Virginia. That's what Germains say. And then when you read about it, everyone starts talking about Kentucky and Burley and Semois. And I understand. Well, I'm getting quite carried away, sorry. I understand that it doesn't smell like a straight Virginia. It doesn't taste like a straight Virginia. I get a kind of a cigar-y kind of back note. and there's a kind of a high note. You know when you get like off food or something that's just not quite right, and that's the fermentation. Fine. And I can't decide whether it's unpleasant or whether I like it. It's really strange. I'm really going to have to get through this tin and have a think about it. Definitely good quality tobacco. Burns lovely. Typical Germain's flakes. You get bits that are nice, flaky, and then you get all sort of broken up flake and stuff, and that's no problem for me. They cut their tobacco thin, so it's kind of not really an issue to just sort of chuck it in the bowl and light it up. So yeah, so brown flake. I'd love to know people's thoughts on brown flake. I would say that it's probably a Marmite blend, just on the basis of how I feel about it. It is nice, you know, but I don't get it. I don't understand the tobacco, and I don't want to be. I suppose what it is I don't want to be smoking a tobacco and feeling confused, because that doesn't sort of make for a pleasant sort of hour. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling on. But yeah, brown flake. Curious. So anyway, I'm going to cut this short. It's good to get back into doing the videos. It's I feel like my life's been on hold for about 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, so back in the workshop properly this week. Get on with the commissions. Enjoy making them. I'm not going to rush them. People have been very understanding, so that takes the pressure off. I can really sort of get back into it at the correct pace. So that's really good. So thanks again everyone for that, and I'll hopefully have some more pipes to show you next week. All right, I'm gonna get off and clear all the snow from outside because it dumped last night. I had to slide the car into its parking space when I got home at 11 o'clock at night because there was no other way it was going in. So yeah, lots of snow clearing this morning, and then to the shops, and then a good day with my mate. And we might even try a cigar. Chris Shaw from BJV Pipes. I'm sure you all know who he is. I don't need to give him a shout out. Last time I saw him, he gave me some really nice aged cigars. I'm not normally a cigar man, but I think Jim and I will have a few beers and maybe sit outside in the snow and smoke a cigar today. Why not? All right, all the best. Take care. Bye bye.